Hello there, good morning to you on today's show. Life after Les Battersby, and the truth behind the headlines. Actor Bruce Jones is setting the record straight on his turbulent private life after 9 o'clock. After the break, from one of Coronation Street's most popular characters to a tabloid target and convicted criminal. So what's next for Les Battersby? Actor Bruce Jones is right here to put the record straight. Hello, welcome back. Now, actor Bruce Jones, as you saw, is right here. You know Bruce, of course, as Corrie's Les Battersby, but probably also for his turbulent private life, which has frequently ended up in the papers. Well, Bruce has now written his own autobiography to set the record straight about those very public highs and lows. As Les Battersby, Bruce Jones caused mischief and mayhem as the loudmouth father of the Battersby clan. Arriving on the street in 1997, he soon became a popular Weatherfield fixture.
I'll give you spasms!
But 10 years later, when a Sunday newspaper made claims about his drunken behaviour, which he denied, Bruce and his character left the soap. However, Bruce remained in the news. In 2010, he was accused of assaulting his wife and pleaded guilty in court to charges of dangerous and drunken driving. But, vowing to save his marriage and after a spell in rehab, he's determined to put his demons behind him. Well, Bruce is here right now. You've written the book. You're getting there, I think. It's fair to say. I haven't read the book at the end. I haven't gone through it all. Honestly, it was like a soap. You couldn't make it up, really.
No, it was sort of there in my life, and I was asked many years ago to do the book, and said to do this, do that, and then someone came along and says, let's do it now. Went to see a publisher, they said, yeah, let's do it.
Right, and do you feel better for having written it all, for getting it all
Yeah, it was hard at times, especially some of the bad times, and especially the bad, but you've read the book, Lorraine, the bit about the body and stuff like that was for a young lad to be...
Because you found one of the Rippers, Yorkshire Rippers victims. I mean, when you're a kid, that's just awful. Well, that's just horrendous.
That was when we were doing that chapter of the book. I'd been in my early 20s when I found that body, and what a lot of people didn't realise was that the reason she wasn't found for so long was that when he didn't kill, he went back and mutilated that body.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
And that's what
No, it's for something like that, for you to go through that is horrendous. It really is. And you've battled so hard as well to get, to sort of get over things, and it has been really tough for you. And I know when you got the part in Coronation Street, that was fantastic. You loved it.
Yeah.
You loved the character, you loved working there, you loved the people. You're very, very generous about all of your cast members and all the time that you had in Coronation Street. Sadly came to an end. And I know that you said some things that you probably shouldn't have said.
The funny thing was I didn't say them things.
Well, it was you gave, if you like, a newspaper the opportunity to do you over, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to Dubai for quite a lot of money, and I thought, well, I'll just go along with this and see how it goes.
Yeah, these people, they had said to you that they had a job for you in Dubai.
£10,000 for
and you
just
met them,
a weekend's work.
Yes, for goodness sake, how crazy is that? But you met them, and of course, what you should have done was sat there and had a business meeting, and instead they were just talking to you about all kinds of things that they shouldn't be, and you were a bit naive, to say the least.
I mean, if I'd have drunk that much beer that they said I'd be on my back, I wouldn't be able to walk. I just wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, there was wine there as well, and bottles of wine appeared on the table. And I don't drink wine, and an elderly couple come in, and it was their 60th wedding anniversary, and they were having this lunch out for their anniversary, and I took a bottle of red, a bottle of white off this table, unopened, and I put it on their table, wished them happy 60th anniversary.
Nice. Yeah.
Now they didn't tell you that bit. It didn't.
No.
And then it says that I refused to sign autographs. There were 7 girls there, and this was a lot later on, and I was talking to them. I had photographs with them, signed their autographs. And then they decided, a barman come up to me and he said, can I have your autograph for my wife? And the guy went, no autographs. I said, hang on a minute, I'll tell him when to say, I'll say
because that's the thing about you wouldn't do that.
No.
That you would always, because you've said in the book that people who like the character, you always want to respond to them. When Coronation Street, when you actually left, that obviously sends you into a spiral. It was very, very difficult for you, I know.
It was like 3 days of discussions. We left amicably. No one fell out with anyone. It was like, yeah, mate, is it time for me to move on? Is it time to do something else? And I was quite happy, and I went to the Isle of Wight, to my friend's caravan site in the Isle of Wight, because we took the kids to caravans, me and my wife, my grandchildren.
Right.
You know, they loved caravan holidays, and I loved it as a kid. And the press followed me there, and they would lay under caravans. It was stupid. But the more it went on, I didn't know how further down the line I was going. And I tried counselling and everything.
But it got really bad, didn't it? Because I remember talking to your wife, talking to Sandra. That was like the incident where you got the wheel of the car and, you know, I don't know whether it was a serious attempt to kill yourself or whatever it was. But of course you ended up, you ended up in court. And I remember talking to Sandra, it was last year, this is what she had to say.
She was very upset and all that.
It's actually in a rehab clinic.
Right.
And I'm hoping, I'm not sort of thinking it's positively is going to help him, but I'm hoping it will help him and help him realise what he's become and that he can turn his life around.
And would you say now, with, you know, having gone through rehab and all of that you're getting there?
Yeah, I've just done a movie with in Wales, in Conway of all places, where we live, and with a guy called Darren.
Oh, don't worry, but you're working. You know, you're doing Panto this year, which is great, because that gets you back working, which is fantastic. You've done some work, you've done some other work too. Do you think there would be any chance of you going back to Corrie? I mean, it's something I know that you would love to do. Do you think you could bring him back? They refer to him now and again. You know, they do. He's still referred to in the street.
I never thought about it until after the rehab thing, and I think that rehab I went to was brilliant. I mean, I didn't have a drink for 3 days before I went. And when I got there, he said, you could have got drunk today.
Right.
And come in. And we'd start work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought, I've started work already.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So I didn't go on the medication that some of them you needed when you go in.
Right.
So I actually wrote everything down by the day. I went and did a diary of the day.
That's a really good idea.
I started to write the diary down, and I thought, well, so I was clearing my head at night with myself as well as through the sessions of where we'd meditate, and I found meditation brilliant.
Yeah, that would be helpful. That would be very helpful.
It was great. I thought that was the best time of it all.
So do you feel stronger now? Do you feel strong enough that you could go back into Corrie, that you would be able to do that, or that sort of job?
I think the last couple of months with working on a movie and being back in front of cameras, and the movie's quite a moving film as well. It's about a serial killer. And Darren, who plays keyboard with Thin Lizzy, he's the Thin Lizzy keyboard player, who wrote and directed this film. He's done a wonderful script. And the guy who plays the evil guy in it, he frightens the life out of me. I played a detective. And I really enjoyed it.
So you feel that you could? You know, you feel that you're strong enough that you could? I would love to go back, just to say goodbye and... Yeah, properly.
Or just finish it properly, you know, and see everyone. I still see people anyway, but... after 10.5 years, it becomes a family,
Exactly, and you get so close to the people, and we've seen that. Got to stop you.